So we're coming up on a year since I did the Indiana Triple Crown, and if you didn't see that video, go back and watch it. I know it's not the best editing at all. Even if I go back and look through it, I'm like, wow, like I could have done a better job. But I didn't do a lot of filming because I was so tired. Like I got it makes you appreciate the AT hikers that upload every day. I'm just like, it's crazy how much work it is, and I only did it for 7 days, and I don't feel like I filmed enough. And frankly, like when you're exhausted like that, you don't care. You're just like, whatever. So the goal is to just finish. So I wish I would have done a better job on the video. But anyway, I kind of wanted to go over not like how I accomplished it, but like how I packed all my food and kind of what I did. So hopefully it'll help if you're trying to, plan for a long backpacking trip or get any ideas of your next backpacking trip or anything like that. If you didn't know, I hiked the Indiana Triple Crown within 7 days. Technically it was 5 days and 2 rest days, but 7 days was kind of my ultimate goal. So it ended up being, I think, 110 miles, 110 plus miles within that week. So, but yeah, we're coming up on the year, and I want to go over some like crucial things that I did. So number one is I bought these like half-gallon freezer bags, and I got the freezer bags just because they're thick and durable. So what I did with these is I filled them up with like protein bars, fruit snacks, Rice Krispie treats. I got the like variety pack with like chocolate, regular, M&M. I filled them up to where like when I got back to my car, I didn't have to repack anything. So I was able to just take what I eaten out of this bag, take it, throw it in my car, grab a fresh one, and then go to the next trail. Because I knew I was going to be so tired that I didn't really want to like have to repack stuff. What I did is I packed the exact same amount for each bag. Also, I want to highlight I had 2 of these Gatorade bars per pack. These are kind of it now for me. They're 340 calories. There's a lot of calories, and there's a lot of sugar. There's 40 grams of sugar in the chocolate caramel ones, which is what I really like. Now, you also get 20 grams of protein. 40 grams of sugar is a lot, but it's not when you're like exerting a lot of energy. You need to replenish that energy. So these came in clutch. And the other thing about these is usually protein bars are low in sugar, so they're like dry and they taste like crap and they're kind of chalky. These are good, and they stay soft. Like, yeah, I think all that sugar is what keeps them soft. If they do get hot though in your bag, they're gonna melt. That's the downside. But like, they're really soft. They're really good. They're palatable. If that makes sense. Like, I need like super palatable stuff. I don't want to sit here and have to chew a lot. Gatorade bars are so palatable and easy to drink or eat. I have a really hard time eating while hiking. Also, I have 2 zip up, not a fanny pack, but I have like 2 zipper pockets on my bag. And I kept 1 bag with like salt sticks and gummy bears. I tried it with M&Ms because they're more calorie dense, but they were so much heavier and I just didn't want to eat them. So I noticed that like for me, the gummy bears and the gummy worms, they were lighter and they just went down faster, and I like gummy stuff, so it was way more easier to eat and a lot more palatable. Again, I don't know how else to explain it. It was just easier. I was able to just keep feeding myself, For the days I knew I was going to camping overnight, I know the first night I camped overnight on the Knobstone and I camped over on the Tecumseh. So with those overnight, I had a waterproof bag that I usually keep my food in, and I had like 1 of the rice sides, and I had 1 pack of ramen, and then I had 1 dehydrated meal. And what I usually do with that is I'll eat the dehydrated meal first and then use that bag and clean it out and reuse it to cook like the ramen or the rice sides in that bag, instead of just packing multiple dehydrated meals, which it gets heavy and bulky. So that was another thing I did, and I can say this without a shadow of a doubt, that these Tailwind hydration packs were probably the number one reason I was able to complete everything. Like, I use liquid IVs. I really enjoy liquid IVs. I like the way they taste. I notice a difference when I take them. If you have swelling fingers, my fingers will go down pretty quick when I take liquid IVs. But these are different. These are, I can't even explain how fantastic the Tailwinds are. This one is a Courtney Dow water, and it's Dow watermelon with lime. So watermelon, lime, and it has your electrolytes, your hydration, and a complete energy. Let me explain that. Like, so when I'm backpacking, I get really hot, and when I exert a lot of energy, I don't get hungry. So it's really hard for me to eat out there. Sometimes I have to force myself to eat. Even when I get to camp, like, I'd rather just go to bed. Like, if I'm tired, I don't want to eat. I'm just tired, want to lay down. And half the time in the morning, I have to force myself to eat something in the morning. But I know that's not good, so, like, I need the calories. So that's where these come into play. So, like, this packet right here, 200 calories. Your sodium is 630. And your carbs is 50 grams of carbs in here. So, before I did my trip, I ordered a bulk of these off Tailwind's website. And again, I don't think I could have finished the trail without it, honestly. These are fantastic. But this one right here, this is where I noticed a huge difference. This is the high carb fuel. These packets right here are 90 grams of carbs. 90. Even on the back, they say not to just down it. You want to sip it over an hour or 2 hours, because you'll get stomach aches and all that stuff. So again, with this, you're getting 360 calories, 90 grams of carbs, and 600 milligrams of sodium. But when I was sipping on this, I noticed my energy, like, change within 10-15 minutes. All of a sudden, I was like, all right, let's start cranking out some miles. Let's keep moving. And all of a sudden, I was moving faster. It was like I was eating without eating. You know what I mean? And I know for a fact that is not the way to do it. It's not healthy or anything, but if I didn't have these, I don't think I would have finished. So this is also a lemonade flavor, so it's really good. But yeah, I think the Tailwind's complete game changer for me. And the ultra marathon runners use them. So if they're good enough for ultra marathon runners, they're good enough for backpackers. They're just, I don't know. I use them all the time now just because of how good they are. If I'm doing an 8-10 mile hike, just a day hike, I'm still using them. Cycling, again, I usually have a Tailwind and a protein bar just in case. So yeah, that's how I packed my food and kind of how I planned my food supply and how I kind of had everything and made it kind of mindless. So hopefully it helps you. Maybe it gives you an idea of what you want to do. I know I'm probably going to I might start doing it this way more often if I'm doing multiple days, or if I know I'm heading back to my car and then going to the next trailhead, just to be prepared. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please comment, like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.